Today we're going to talk about grading and the importance of lots of factors in what makes a coin valuable. It can work with any kind of denomination of U.S. coin or world coin, but we're going to specify Morgan dollars because there were a lot of them minted and you can get really nice ones for a reasonable price. These $4 here represent quite an array of dates, almost from the beginning to the end of the series. We have an 1878 S. This one here is an 1887. This is an 1893, and this is an 1896. You can see that condition-wise, one isn't as nice as the others. And then I mentioned this one was minted in San Francisco. Now in diamonds, we know that the three important aspects of the value of a diamond, or they call the 3 C's, is cut, clarity, and color. With coins, the important factors are date, the mint it was made at, or the mint mark on the coin, and the condition. You can have a very common coin in a super nice condition that will be more valuable than a rarer date coin in poor condition. But we're going to talk about these here. You can see that these dollars here, these first three, are what they would call extra fine to AU, even AU condition, almost uncirculated. The S mint mark on this one doesn't really play a factor on that because it's very common as a Philadelphia or a San Francisco mint piece. The same with the 1887. They were minted in New Orleans. San Francisco's a little better. And then this one here, again, they were minted in Carson City, which would make it a more valuable piece because of the Old West. This is an 1893, and then the 96. 96 is fairly common. It's probably one of the most common dates minted. Now the 93 here of these three is actually the most valuable of those coins. It's not the oldest, it's not the newest, it's not in the best condition, but it's in nice condition. If you looked at the gray sheet wholesale on these coins, this one here runs between 41 as an extra fine to $50 in AU. The 87 would be between $31 and $40.50 between extra fine and AU. The 1893, which we're grading a very fine, would run from $215 to $250 in extra fine. And then the 1896 would run from $35 in extra fine to $38 in AU. Now, how do I know that this is really worth that? Well, we actually put that coin on eBay and it sold for $255, which is more than the extra fine value of a coin of that date, but because of the condition that it's in, it's got nice, even, characteristic wear, hasn't been played with, hasn't been cleaned, it's not been polished. That's another factor that's very, very important with coins, is that they are not cleaned. It'd be like buying a new car and driving around the block and then washing it with some sandpaper just so that it made everything nice and shiny and clean, and taking off the original patina. You see that in old furniture. A lot of Tiffany lamps have been ruined because people take off that original brown color that was put on there because they want it to be nice and shiny copper. So the number one rule with coins is do not clean them. If you are going to clean them, just wash them lightly, tapping them between your fingers with a little bit of soap, dishwasher soap, and water. No powders, just the liquid soap. Wash them, rinse them off, and then pat them dry with a soft cotton cloth. Don't rub them, because the silver is soft and it'll look like somebody took a piece of sandpaper and cleaned it. And we'll show you the backs of these, the reverse. Flip those over. And we'll have some better pictures of these. But you can see where the mint mark is here. It's just below the wreath underneath the eagle. There's a little small S there. A lot of counterfeiters will take these coins and they want the S. If this coin here, this 1893, was an S, it would be worth a minimum of $5,000 in that kind of condition. So a lot of times people will take an 1878 and they've got the S already there, and they'll just change the date. So they might get an 1896 S, and then they'll change that 6 to a 3 and then carry it around their pocket to make it look circulated. But each era of coins, the mint mark was a little different. The mint mark used in 1878 looks different than the mint mark used in 1893, and looks different from the one used in 1896. So there are ways to find out if they're counterfeits. I hope that you'll continue to watch QSB. We are trying to put out new videos all the time to help people understand more about coins and silver and bullion. And if you have any questions, be sure to email us and ask them. We'd love to do more videos.